everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is Mystic Waterz. And today we are playing Readict. Yes, it's a new app, you guys, that I have found. It is totally different from episode. Yes, I'll be reading, but in a different way. This is more like books, like literally a book. You're reading a book. There's no animations. There's none of that. It's really cool. I absolutely like it. The story that we're going to be reading is called Not Rejected, Just Unwanted. And let's read a little bit about it so you guys know exactly what I'm reading. All Raine Andrew wanted was a mate. She wanted a mate to love her and make her feel wanted. And when she turns 17, she gets her mate, soon to be beta Elijah Woods. He's a great guy. He's loyal to his pack, straight A student, and a very hard worker. He sounds like the perfect mate, right? Raine thought so too, but there's just one problem. He doesn't want her. Yes, it is like a werewolf movie. Wow. The werewolf story. Oh my gosh, I'm like super excited. Shout out to the person that did write this story. Her name is Haylee Logue, or Logue, Logue, whatever. Shout out to her. I'm going to go ahead and read the story. It has like literally 11.8 million views. Like, seriously, I have to read it. It's going to be a little different from the episode stories. I'm not going to be all goofy and crazy and all that. It's going to be like real chill, relaxed, just reading it to you guys. Some videos in the background, nice little music in the background, just reading it. So this is going to be like chill. We're going to do this like once a week. Just a backstory on here. There's so many stories on this app. Like literally, if you can see what I'm seeing, there's billionaire, werewolf, romance, paranormal, vampire, western, fantasy, science fiction, everything. Like if you go to genres, look, this is all the genres they have. If you go to all, like literally, do you see what I'm saying? We can have fun with this, guys, and we can do this like once a week. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all let me know down below how y'all feel about this and how we're starting something new. Don't worry, we are still doing episode. That is not going anywhere. I just felt like we throw something in here to be a little different. You know what I'm saying? If you guys do enjoy it, remember to like, comment, and subscribe and share if you care. Now let's go ahead and get into it. Talk to y'all later. Once upon a time in a faraway land. Just kidding. This is no fairy tale. I'm no fair maiden who gets rescued by a handsome prince and lives happily ever after. No, I'm just a loner girl who dreams of finding her mate. And today, my dream will come true. It's my 17th birthday, and when a wolf turns 17, they find their mate. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning to get ready for school. I brush my teeth before brushing my dark brown hair and putting on some mascara. Then I head to my closet to pick out my outfit for the day. I decide on a pair of black jeans with a dark gray sweater since it's December. Yes, I'm a Christmas baby. Once I'm dressed, I grab my leather jacket, my boots, my snowflake choker, and my mother's wolf ring that she gave to me before she died. I take one last look at myself in the mirror before heading downstairs. I head to the kitchen to grab a banana when I notice a note on the fridge. Raine, I had to leave early to do patrols before work. I don't know when I'll be back. So just make dinner for yourself. Dad. I let out a sigh before throwing the note away. I quickly finish my banana, start my black truck, and head off to school. All too soon, I am parked in front of the school. I've been excited about the possibility of finding my mate, but at the same time, my wolf can sense that something might go wrong. I grab my phone and headphones and start listening to my music. After I take a few deep breaths, I grab my backpack and head towards the front doors. I suddenly have a feeling I should turn around and go home, but I push it aside as nerves. Boy, do I wish I had trusted my instincts, because what happened after I walked through the doors crushed me in ways I didn't think were possible. Once I went into school, I smelled the most amazing scent I could have ever imagined. My first instinct was to follow it, so I did. I followed the scent to the other side of the school. Thank God I got there early. I turned one last corner and I saw him, Elijah Woods, next in line to be the beta of our pack. I continued forward with caution because I didn't want to bump into him and make him angry. He was saying goodbye to his girlfriend of 3 years, Rosebell. She was gorgeous with long blonde hair and vibrant green eyes. Everyone in school thought they were mates, but no one knew for sure because neither one of them would confirm or deny it. Whenever anyone asked, they just responded by talking about how much they loved each other. After I got closer to them, the smell became so strong, I thought I would choke on it. I stopped to look around to see where it was coming from. I guess I was so distracted that I didn't even realize Elijah was backing up until we had collided. I closed my eyes waiting for the impact of the cold tile when suddenly a warm, strong hand caught me. I let out a gasp as sparks erupted against my skin. After the person who saved me helped steady my feet, I hesitantly opened my eyes. My breath got stuck in my throat as my gaze was met by a pair of beautiful brown eyes. I don't know who I thought my mate could be, but I certainly didn't even consider Elijah Woods. Another thing I didn't expect was the look of pity in his eyes. He let out a sigh before dropping his hands from me to run it through his sandy brown hair. "We need to talk," he said, motioning for me to follow him. I nodded and silently followed while keeping my head down. I knew why he pitied me. Hell, I'd pity me too if I were him. It didn't take long until we were once again outside. He took us away from any questioning eyes and ears before turning towards me once more. "What's your name?" he asked after a few moments. Raine Andrews," I answered with my head still focused on my feet. He let out another sigh, a sigh that was filled with pity towards me. "Please look at me, Raine." So I did. I looked at him preparing for what he was going to say. He took me in my features for a few moments, almost as if he was trying to predict how I would react. I should have known that my one wish would get twisted. I should have expected this to happen when I found him. But for some reason, some stupid reason, I hoped I'd finally be happy. "I'm sorry, Raine. I know that since we're mates, we should be together, but..." I didn't let him finish. "But you're in love with Rose. You want to be with her. I understand." He stepped forward and attempted to place what he thought could be a comforting hand on my shoulder. I took a step back and hurt washed over his face before being replaced by pity once more. "I'm sorry, I am," he said again. I took a deep breath before responding. "Don't be, it's okay. I understand you've loved her for 3 years now." He let out another sigh before nodding. I let out a little disappointed laugh. "You don't want me. Don't worry, I get it," I said, tears threatening to escape. He went to say something, but I again interrupted him. "Can you just do me a favor?" I asked as a single tear rolled down my cheek. He went to wipe it away, decided against it. "Sure, what is it?" he asked, taking a step back. "Don't reject me until tomorrow, please." "What? Thank you. I shouldn't keep from your class, excuse me," I said, walking away from him. After my encounter with Elijah, I didn't feel up to staying at school, so I went to my teachers and gathered my work for the day. That way, I wouldn't fall behind. Once I had all of today's assignments, I started making my way to the office to sign out. Unfortunately, the universe hated me because pretty soon after I left the office, I was surrounded. The group of guys and girls that surrounded me looked like they wanted to murder me. "What do you think you're doing?" One of the girls sneered at me. "Excuse me? Might I ask what you're talking about?" I asked, totally confused. Another girl walked up to me and I suddenly felt a hard, stinging sensation across my cheek. "Don't play dumb." "But I don't know what you guys are talking about." I didn't get to finish due to one of the guys punching me in the stomach. They all closed in around me, punching and kicking at any part of me they had in their view. As quickly as I could, I curled up into a tiny ball. Trying to protect my head was the only thing on my mind. After someone got a hard kick to my stomach, I started to taste the metallic flavor of blood. "What is going on here?" someone yelled. Whoever it was, they radiated power. All the kicks and punches came to a screeching halt, and I took the chance to cough out some of the blood that filled my mouth. "Back away from her," the mystery person said. "But out now," he demanded. Everyone slowly dispersed, mumbling to themselves something I couldn't understand. I didn't even attempt to move from my position on the floor. Soon after everyone was at what I assumed to be a safe distance from me, the mystery person ordered everyone to go to class, saying he'd deal with them later. After their footsteps disappeared, I felt a hand touch my arm and I suddenly flinched at the sudden contact. "Hey, it's okay. I won't hurt you." I slowly uncovered my face, looking to see who it was that saved me, but my eyes wouldn't focus, and everything was a bit blurry. The guy helped me into a standing position, but a wave of dizziness came over me and I started to fall. "Whoa, easy there," he said, catching me. "Let's get you to the school doctor." I just nodded and held on to him to stay steady. It didn't take long to get there, which I was extremely grateful for. I sat there while the mystery guy told the doctor what had happened. I started blinking rapidly, trying to clear my eyes. Much to my delight, it worked. However, my heart stopped at the sight of the one who saved me. "Alpha?" I let out a surprised gasp. Standing before me next to the school doctor was none other than the future Alpha, Jonathan Nelson. I honestly didn't know how to react. I wasn't sure he even knew who I was, but despite that, he still helped me. "Her wounds are extensive, and I don't have the proper equipment to treat her here. She should be taken to the PAC hospital as soon as possible," the doctor said. "All right, thank you." I started to stand up and head towards the door as best as I could with as much pain as I was in. "Where are you going?" he asked. "I was going to go to my car, sir." "You can barely walk and you're planning on driving?" He let out a little chuckle. "Yeah, no, not going to happen," he said before picking me up and carrying me out of the doctor's office. I was too shocked and hurt too much to try and get him to put me down and go back to his class. Instead, I just rested my head against his chest, hoping to relieve some of this headache. We were almost to the front door when someone stopped us. "What do you think you're doing?" I know that voice. The voice that came from the same person with the beautiful brown eyes that had pitied me not too long ago. It was the voice of the one who had crushed any hope I had. It was the voice of my mate, and he did not sound happy.